Okay, here's what we got. We think it's a 3940 9N, and it's been sitting for at least 7 years. Seems to be in pretty good shape. Supposedly it's got a rebuilt engine about 7 or 8 years ago. What's happening now is I got all the plugs pulled out and I stuck a cap of ATF in there, and the fuel smells like varnish, and it's a really kind of a thick fuel. You can see that little bubble heading down there now. So I got that kind of draining out now, and then we're going to I don't know what's going on with this phone here. Clean inside the gas tank. Looks new actually inside. I don't know anything about the battery. The battery that came with it's been frozen 3 or 4 times. Anyway, this was just laying outside the building here. So we've got a 2 amp charge on it right now. What we've done is went ahead and put the ATF in the cylinders and went ahead and spun it over and brought it up to full oil pressure, and then did not apply any spark at that point. However, what I did is I flipped over on the key and did discover that it did have spark. So once this syrup of fuel gets all drained out, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put some real fuel in it, and then we'll see about getting it to fire. Guy swears that when he parked it, he couldn't remember whether it was 7, 8, 9 years ago that he drove it into the garage. So anyway, I did notice the hydraulics seemed to work, because when I went ahead and spun it over without spark load on it, that it did go ahead and lift up this this little blade back here. Engine's a little dusty. What they didn't do is they didn't paint it after they rebuilt it, but you can tell that the engine's been out, and you can see all the new gaskets, new parts. It's been converted over to the 12 volt. Hopefully it's right. This is Ferguson System Ford, which doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but I was told that this is some kind of little high load deal here, some kind of Sherman deal. Not exactly sure how this whole thing works. So I just know it's a high low, but I know it does affect the PTO speed somehow or another, whether good, bad, or indifferent. So probably going to let this battery charge up for about a half hour. We're going to throw some new fuel on it if we can get it drained out, and we're going to go ahead and fire it up and see what we got. And I'll go ahead and splice these videos together and give you one more look at the maple syrup there.